am currently recording. We have Andrew and Rob here. First question I wanted to ask was about the Predator sequel, Prey, that came out on Hulu. Y'all both watched that?
Yes, just yesterday, as a matter of fact.
I've seen it twice.
So you're still humming with excitement from having watched it?
I would say not so much humming with excitement. It's clearly the third best Predator movie.
Okay.
So congrats on that.
Elaborate.
It had some very good elements to it. Visually, it was amazing. They put in a very obvious CGI bear and deer that bothered me. How hard is it to get a fucking bear and a deer? Like, seriously, you have guys, you can rent a bear. You know, I was all pissed off at they have that badass scene where he, like, lifts it over his head and there's blood, like, running all over him. It was so boss. Oh, yeah, and also the girl, she was, like, really, really cute, and she looks just like Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah. I thought her as a protagonist was just fine. She was definitely not a Mary Sue because she actually made mistakes, paid for the mistakes, learned from the mistakes. She was not all powerful. Although there was a little bit of power creep from, Arnie had some troubles and now she's like kung fuing the shit out of this guy. But she looked nice and I could watch that all day long. I thought the Predator was more awesome and compelling than any Predator we have ever seen, maybe since the first one. The first one was cool because it was the first time we've seen it and because underneath all that prosthetic shit, it was Van Damme. So that was cool. This Predator was friggin' awesome. And I assume his camouflage maybe is on a little like thing on his belt and it projects like a 3-foot field or something. Because this is the first Predator that was almost friggin' naked. He wasn't wearing anything. All the other Predators had bodysuits, right?
Yeah, but I think that's because this is supposed to be like a prequel.
Granted, but Homeboy shouldn't have been able to be camouflaged if it's a technological thing unless it's some other type of technology. It's not his bodysuit turning camo, it's some kind of projected field or something. I don't know, but they didn't really seem, but I'm not really that worried about that. I thought the Predator was friggin' awesome. I thought she was hot and I liked her as a character. Yeah, I mean, people were flat, but I mean, how much fucking personality was, okay, no, I was about to talk shit about Jesse Ventura, but I can't do it. He was awesome.
Yeah, few lines he came up with the best,
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was the second best Predator. The second best one y'all like is the one with Adrian Brody like kicking ass. Adrian Brody kicked ass in that movie, and that was by far his most kick-ass performance. And when he decided to stop acting like Adrian Brody and is like, hey, I'm going to be a tough guy for this movie, he sold it. I was in 100%. He kicked ass. But then they had to have like chubby-faced Lawrence Fishburne. That was a little bit weird. And they of course had to have Oleg Taktarov show up with a minigun because it can't be Predator without a fucking minigun. I'm surprised none of the Indians had a minigun. Why the fuck did they have a minigun? Just stop. They're trying to like capitalize nostalgia. And I like the whole Eric Foreman thing. That was cool.
Yeah. That was best twist since Sixth Sense, man.
It was. Wait, was it? I guess it was. I'm trying to remember if I was thinking.
It was Sixth Sense twist.
Like it really got you?
Like I had no idea, and I was like, oh, it all makes so much sense now. Oh my God.
Maybe like a minute or two before the actual full reveal, I started twigging to it. But yeah, they did actually kind of get me with that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that too the first time watching because like they actually refer to it a couple of times how he doesn't fit the other people. And then I thought it was a really good movie reveal.
It definitely, I mean, the first Predator is obviously number one. And I would say Prey and Predators you could go either way.
No, I think Predators is a lot better. A lot of people hate that movie though, so I don't get it. I think it's great.
I don't know why. They did that so well. That was like the first thing they've done with Predator since the original that was good, that was watchable, because Alien versus Predator sucked balls. Sorry, Gary Busey and Danny Glover, but the second one sucked balls.
Yeah, it did kind of. Other than that, yeah, it was a pretty good action movie, and they didn't try to beat me over the head with wokeness. And you had setups. They set things up movie and then paid them off later, and just such elementary script writing like that is so surprising to see. Somebody at least spent an afternoon sitting down and thinking about the plot and what was going to go on. So kudos to being average. Yay, C student.
Andrew, what you got?
Well, I was going to say, except for the one fight she has with all the Frenchmen where she just like dominates. Same as Rob said, I'm glad like the whole movie wasn't that. I did like the setup, like Rob said. There's like 4 times in the movie where they like lay something out and then have a payoff later on. So it's like basic movie making. So I'm glad that they're back to fundamentals at least. And the one thing that I ranted on, and I had to stop it even the second viewing with Rob to rant about this as well. I have a real problem during the mountain lion scene when the douchebag gets killed and like no one ever mentions him. Like they're not like, oh, what's his name got taken, or is he okay?
Dude falls out of the tree. He falls out of the tree. Mountain lion fight goes on. She ends up falling out of the tree, hitting her head on the rock, and that guy's never mentioned.
He's never mentioned. It's just like they don't have a funeral for him. Like no one's crying. No one even asks about him.
Now, was he the guy that ended up in the grassy field with her and the predator ran him down?
No, that was a different guy.
Or was that somebody else? Because I kind of, I was like, hey, it's him again. But okay, I guess it could be a different guy.
No, you're just a racist.
They all kind of look the same. I know. All Native Americans look alike.
Unless they look like Aubrey Plaza.
At the end of the movie, I haven't had my head doesn't hurt from eye rolling so much. I don't think I eye rolled at all. Now think about how many times they did some kind of wire work, like Homeboy jumping off the horse and throwing a spear into like the back of the neck of the predator. Yeah, that looked fucking awesome. They did it so well. All of the scenes, even her with the little tomahawk doing her little flippy catchy maneuver. All of that shit looked good. They did a good job with the stunts. I don't know if you want to call them the stunts or the whatever. They did a good job. Most movies do not do that. This is so worthy of being in a theater and making a fuck ton of money. So it's weird that it came out on Hulu.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Seems like that could be a theatrical.
Right?
Considering some of the crap they dump into theaters, that they tried this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, this is exactly what they want. It's a remake of an existing property. Like, tickle everybody's, taint or whatever. I don't know why that came to mind. But
And that'll do it for today's video, guys. Thanks for going on this journey with us. Let me know how you liked it in the comments section. And also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel as we bring you more thoughtful and intriguing content in the future.